I have a boss. He is a professor in Academia Sinica, and I have another boss. He's an associate professor. And on Monday, the senior boss he told me to drafting a paper. And yesterday, another junior boss he asked me about how progress in my paper. So and today she told me that I need to hand it out in this night. So I feel very stressed.
Wow, so you need to work and you're handing in a lot of papers.
Yeah.
What do you think, Billy? Are you more busy than him?
Actually, I do and adjust a lot of version presenting material, PowerPoint, because my boss want to present to my chairman, Xu Xudong, and he always asks me to modify that, adjust that. Oh my gosh, so after the class, I always need to work.
Oh, okay, you work a lot now. You have to work at home.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
So sad.
So today's class is going to be a little bit more relaxing than all the stress that has been going on for you guys. Hopefully that we can have a really nice class today. Okay, so today's topic is about climate change. So did you both get to read over the article for today?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yes.
Okay, so let's head straight in. So what do you know about climate change? Let's use the 5 W's and the 1 H here. So Billy, let's start with you.
I think because human activity increase the level of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. So it causes the environment temperature getting warmer and warmer. Therefore, the global warming not only damage humans' environment, but also destroy animals surrounding.
Okay, right. Atmosphere.
Atmosphere.
Right, so that's what climate change is. Okay, great. So Evan, do you have anything you want to add to Billy's introduction?
Yeah, I think the climate change become obviously in 20th century. Yeah, it's answer to the when. Yeah.
Okay,
And
20th century. It's gotten more serious?
Yeah, serious. And I think and it's not only because the carbon dioxide but also other pollutions that damage our ozone zones.
Ozone layer, right? The
ozone layer. Yeah, ozone
right.
layer.
Okay, so it's carbon dioxide.
Oh, okay.
Dioxide.
Dioxide.
Good. Yeah, good. Okay, great. Right. And where?
Sorry, it's a Latin word or a French word. Very strange.
I think it's more like a scientific word. Dioxide, CO2, right?
Yeah, it's an English term.
Yeah.
But the pronunciation is very strange. Dioxide.
Dioxide, yeah.
Yeah, because O means oxygen, so oxide is something like related to oxygen.
Okay, right. Oxygen. O2.
Yeah.
Oxygen. Okay, does that answer your question, Billy?
No.
It's a word talking about oxygen, and I think it's an English word, so there's no like French or other language. Yeah. Okay, so how is it happening? What are some things that cause climate change? Can you name one, Billy?
Because there are lots of factory and and we use that of petroleum, and that all of these pollutions, but all of these may cause increase the level of carbon dioxide in our atmosphere, and that can warm that will warm cause the temperature to be warmer than before.
Right. So what is that called? The temperature, the world's temperature is getting warmer.
Okay.
Do you remember what it's called? There's a term.
It's turn.
Global something.
Global warming.
Good job. Right. Global warming. Right. Okay. So what? Mm-hmm. Is there a question? So Billy, do you have anything else you want to add? What is causing the climate change? How is it getting worse?
I think the main cause is human activity. Yeah, just like Kevin said. But maybe I can add another reason is that animal agriculture, 畜牧业, because we raise a lot of animals, chicken, pigs, to eat meat. So it let produce a lot of dioxide.
Right. Okay, so agriculture, right? You're talking about agriculture. So let me ask you one question. Do you eat a lot of beef or pork?
No, I'm a vegetarian.
Oh, you're a vegetarian.
Yes.
Okay, vegetarian, not vegetarian, vegetarian.
I am a vegetarian.
Oh, okay. So are you a vegan? So vegans are no eggs and no milk.
Not really. I'm not a vegan. Yes, I just eat vegetable, such as green vegetable, fruits, egg, milk, organic.
Oh, what?
Onions.
Okay.
Onions.
Onions.
Yeah.
Okay.
No animal is okay.
No animals. Okay. But you know that milk and eggs are from animals, right? You just don't eat the meat.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What about Evan? I think I remember you said you love beef, right? You love to have steak.
Oh yeah, I love Wagyu. It's Japanese beef.
Right. So
Yeah.
So knowing about the climate change and like, has it decreased the amount of beef that you have been having, or do you just think that, oh no, it's fine, like I'll just have it?
No, I think I decrease the beef I eat is because it's not because climate change. It's because healthy.
Oh, okay. So it's not because of climate change, right? Of climate change.
Oh.
So it's because of health?
Yeah.
Really? So
yeah, because
eating more meat is bad
because
for you?
because the red meat have higher risk of colon cancer, and because they are more fatty.
Oh, okay. So you're decreasing your intake of meat now. Is it just red meat?
Yeah, just red meat.
Okay, so
instead of red meat, I eat more chicken or fish currently.
Okay. So that still helps, right? Because it's mainly like beef. I remember in a documentary from, what was his name? Do you remember? Did any of you watch the documentary by Leonardo DiCaprio talking about the climate change? Did anyone watch it? No. Okay, I'll send it to you guys. It's a documentary talking about the effects of climate change and how eating less beef is going to help. Yeah. Okay, so here's a brainstorming activity. Okay, talking about no beaches. So, Billy, do you like to go to the beach?
Yes, I like to walk on beautiful beach with because I can see the sunset, sunrise.
Okay, so you like to walk along the beach, right? You're walking along the beach. You're not walking into the water, right? Just along the beach. Yes. So on the sand. Okay, so along the beach. Great. What about you, Evan? Do you like the beach?
Yeah. In the beach, I can feel very relaxed.
But no surfing, right? You don't surf anymore.
No. Very rare.
Okay.
Very rare.
Great. Yeah. Okay, so talking about no beaches. So a part of the article is talking about beaches and how beaches are declining. So I want to talk a little bit about the effects. What do you think are the effects that will have on tourism, on the local life, coastline, and the wildlife? Okay, so we're just going to go through it. So tourism, okay, that's an easy one. Let's go with Billy. Billy, for tourism, what would be the effect and what are the advantages and disadvantages of having no beaches?
Obviously, the effect would be reducing income. No money because no tourists, so low income.
Low income for who, though? Be a little bit more specific.
Local residents.
But
local.
Okay, so if I live there, so I say I live by a beach, and I just like to go to the beach, and there's going to be less people. I think I'm going to be pretty happy.
I think
I'm not a business owner, right? I just enjoy the beach.
Oh, okay. I think a lot of restaurants need to receive the income from tourists.
Okay,
for
so
example,
you're talking about some small businesses.
Yes.
Okay.
And
did you freeze?
Yeah.
Billy, are you still there? Billy, you're frozen. Okay, I thought it was only me.
Yeah, maybe he need reconnect.
Okay, he's back.
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay, right.
Due to bad connections.
Okay, sorry. Right. Is it from your company? You need to have some good connections. Okay, so what are the advantages and disadvantages that you can think of? What are some advantages? Yeah, still you. You're doing tourism. That's your question. So what are the advantages and disadvantages?
This disadvantage, no income, and maybe because there are a lot of tourists, so the space, too crowd. Maybe they do not have enough space to exercise.
Okay, so it's too crowded. Okay, so what about, that's disadvantage, right? What about the advantage?
Yeah, income. And I think income.
Income is the advantage or disadvantage?
Advantage.
Income would be an advantage, but there's no beaches. So you said there's no income. How is that an advantage?
Sorry, I expressed the wrong idea. Sorry. Advantage, no beaches.
Yeah, so what are the advantages if there's no beaches for tourism?
没有沙滩的好处. I think no advantages.
There's no advantages. So you think that they can't like build other things or have other sources of income.
Yeah.
But did you know Las Vegas was a desert? And now it's one of the most popular cities that people go to.
Las Vegas.
Yeah, Las Vegas is a desert. So there used to be nothing there. And they started to build a lot of casinos, a lot of restaurants, a lot of really fancy hotels. And now it's one of the most popular cities that people visit.
I don't like the menu 人工的 I don't know how to describe it. I just like
artificial
nature
man-made,
things.
Artificial, man-made. Okay, so you like the nature basically.
Yes.
Okay. So let's look at the local life then. Evan, for local life, what do you think?
Yeah, I think for local life, if we do with the beaches disappeared, everybody need to change their lifestyle. Maybe some of them they earn their life by the beach, by tourism, or maybe by fishing. And now because we do not have the beaches, so they need to change how they work. Yeah, so that is disadvantages.
Okay.
And yeah, and the advantage may be because the change of the terrain, change of the terrain, 地形嘛. So yeah, so that some places might become a good port.
Okay, a good port. Yeah. Okay, they can use it as a port.
Yeah.
Okay, that would work. So have more ships coming in.
Yeah.
And earn money that way. Okay. Or maybe like fish boats. So fish boats can come in and dock, and then they can actually catch some seafood. Okay.
Yeah, but people are very difficult to change their life if they used to eat for hundreds of years.
Okay, so
yeah,
right.
So it's still have more disadvantage.
Right. So it is very difficult for people to change. Yeah. It is.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. So coastline, Billy, coastline. What are the effects of the coastline?
The coastline will become short, and it means to lose land to live for the citizens. So on the other hand, it means the country lose more land. For example, 马尔地夫 maybe sometimes will disappear in the world.
Right, Maldives.
What does it mean?
It's a name of the country. Yeah, Maldives.
马尔地夫
Yes,
叫
Maldives. Yes, that's the name.
It's very strange. 为什么会翻成马尔地夫?
That's a good question.
Maldives. Okay.
Yeah, Maldives. Okay, and the wildlife. Oh, did you have more? Are you going to talk about the disadvantage?
Yeah, I think there's no advantage for wildlife because lots of creatures will be extinct.
But I think if there's no beaches, that means less people.
People?
If there's no beaches, there's less people. People are actually a very large cause of extinction, right?
Oh yeah, maybe like I heard of news in India. Lots of turtle they spawned in a beach because there are no people there.
Yeah, and have you heard of recently? There's a lot of sea creatures that are coming out, and creatures that are coming out because people are in quarantine and there's no one on the streets. Yeah, so I don't know if is this good or bad for wildlife. Like there may be some wildlife that need the beaches, but if there's no one there to affect their habitats, it might not be.
But if there's no beach, even the turtle, they don't have the place to spawn their eggs.
Right. They can't lay their eggs. Yeah. That might be a problem. Okay, great job. Okay, so the pre-reading, did you guys get to do this before the reading? Did you take a guess?
Yes.
Okay,
yeah.
So let's go through the article and then we'll just take turns reading it. Okay, so Billy can start.
Rising sea levels could see the diamonds of half of the world's beaches by the end of this century. Climate scientists predict that 50% of sandy beaches along the world's coastlines could vanish over the next 8 decades if climate change continues on its current path. The scientists are from the European Commission's Joint Research Centre. They warned that the shorelines of many highly populated areas and tourism hotspots are threatened by erosion from climate change and surging sea levels. Areas at risk of disappearing forever include well-known popular beaches in Australia's surface paradise, the island of Hawaii, Brazil's Copacabana Beach, and the Costa del Sol in Spain.
Okay, Brazil's. Yeah, Brazil's. Okay. And DEL is Del.
Del Sol in Spain.
Great. Okay, Evan, let's continue and finish this.
Okay. The scientists reported that countries like the Gambia and Guinea-Bissau in Africa are predicted to lose over 60% of their beaches. The country to be worst affected in Australia, where 12,000 kilometers of coastline could end up under water forever. The researchers wrote that a substantial proportion of the world's sandy coastline is already eroding, a situation that could be exacerbated by climate change. This could result in the near extinction of the world's sandy beach by the end of the century. Research co-author Dr. Michael Michalis Vustokas said there were two important ways we could reduce this trend and save the beaches. He said, we had to reduce emissions and manage our coastline in a more sustainable way.
Okay, great. So what does demise mean? At the beginning it says that we see the demise of half of the world's beaches by the end of the century. Billy, what does that mean?
Disappear or die or dead. Disappear. I think disappear.
Right, it's going to disappear. Okay, so we're going to look a little bit. What is erosion? Can you explain, Evan? What's erosion?
Erosion. We use that of this term in medicine, but
really,
yeah, erosion. That means a small damage of something.
Okay, it's damage of something. So if we're talking about not scientifically, but if it's like geographically.
Yeah. So So I think in medicine I think it's the same meaning in other places, like damage of something.
Right. So then usually there's like the sun, the wind, the water, the rain. So it's going to destroy bits by bits.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So it says it's threatening the shorelines of these places. And what about the places they talk about? Have you been to any of these places before? These are very popular beaches.
When I saw the Brazil Copacabana in the force and choose sentence, I choose false because I think the Copacabana was in Bali Island, but I don't know there is a Copacabana beach in Brazil.
Oh, okay. So you thought it was in Bali?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. So have you been to any of these beaches?
No.
No? Okay. What about Billy? You've been to Hawaii, right?
Yes. Oh, good memory. Yes.
Yeah, I remember you talking about your honeymoon.
I have been
right?
to. Yes. I have been to Hawaii. The beach is very beautiful, and the ocean is very clear,
Right.
and the dark blue with a little light transparent
color, right? Okay, so when we talk about a country, remember you don't use the Hawaii. We only say Hawaii or the beaches of Hawaii, the specific beach of Hawaii.
Okay.
Great. Right. So then it's disappearing. How sad is that? So let's continue on here with the discussion questions. How important are beaches? Evan, can you answer this question? What do you think?
Yeah, I think beaches is an important place for lots of creatures that live there, and another point is that it's a place for human beings to be to do something amusing, like they can surf or they can just relax there, or I don't know how to say 日光浴, but
okay,
maybe,
tan.
yeah, they can.
They tan under the sun, or
they can tan under sun there. Yeah, so it's very important, not only for human beings but for our ecology. Oh, ecology.
Okay, right, for the ecology. And you talked about the creatures, and then you said that there's activities such as you could go surfing, right? Not just surfing, go surfing. Okay, great. What is your favorite beach? What is your favorite beach? Billy, do you have a favorite beach?
Yes. 七星潭.
Oh.
The favorite beach is 七星潭 in Hualien. Because when I walk alone in a beach, I can release my stress and appreciate the scene.
The scenery.
And the scenery. And to maybe sometimes I can immerse in the relaxing atmosphere and just at the present moment.
Okay, enjoy the present moment. That's great.
Yes.
Okay. So, Evan, how bad would it be if half the world's beaches disappeared?
Lots of people and creatures would lose their home. Yeah, so they might maybe the people might move to other places, and maybe the creature could move to other places, but it still damage our ecology a lot.
Okay, right. So it'd be a big impact. What impact would the loss of beaches have on a country? Billy, can you answer that?
Residents living near the beach will lose their income and their activity space. and maybe sometimes force them to move from their hometown.
Okay, that's serious. Okay, so
Yes.
so people who maybe make a living by the beaches, they will have to move.
Yes.
Okay. How much is climate change responsible for beaches disappearing, Evan?
Yeah, I think it takes the most responsibility for beaches disappearing. Because the sea level it was influenced by the climate warming, with the lot of iceberg melting recently, and we watched a lot of news telling the story of melting iceberg. So I think it takes most responsibility.
Okay, so do you but climate change is affected by a lot of things, right?
Yeah, it's affected by maybe the produce of pollutions, and produce that carbon dioxide, carbon dioxide.
Dioxide.
Carbon dioxide, and not only carbon dioxide, but also other kind of air,
right,
that we after we use the petroleum.
Okay, yeah. So what questions, I think this is an interesting one, what questions would you like to ask the researchers, Billy?
I'm very interested in the issue about Taiwan's what Taiwan, the beautiful island, will become in that situation. I heard and saw a lot of reports that Taiwan will, or Taipei City will sink.
Oh, those sink?
Yes, under the water level, 水平线.
Right.
And will the polar bears disappear in the world within how many years in the future? 北极熊.
Right, yeah, so I understand. No Chinese here. Okay, right. So the polar bears are going to disappear because I even heard a report that they're eating their babies because they have no food.
Oh, yeah.
That was really sad. Yeah. Okay, so you're concerned about what Taiwan is going to be like and about the animals. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So let's do the role play like last time. So veganism, I think I'll give I think I'm going to actually give Evan this one because I think this will be more interesting. And I'm going to give you the electric cars, Billy, okay? So try to tell me and persuade why you think it's the best way to fight climate change, okay? Okay.